Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 25 of our Transport Fever 2 Let's Play. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay up to date on this playthrough as well as others. Leave me a like and a comment. It really helps with the video engagement, and it's just motivating to see. We'll go through a quick recap, and then we'll go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so we are just starting out here on our plane. Our soul plane running, or not our soul plane, our soul plane route. Running from Twickenham down to Yateley for no other reason than I like the planes. And we are starting on a fresh project, so I didn't really have anything else to start on without, to provide a good lead-in. So I figured we'd go with the plane. We haven't been on a plane in a while. You can see it there. Just flying into Yateley. And these planes are doing really well. But that is beside the point. That is not today's project. Today's project is I would like to start producing machines. We do not provide machines to any city that demands them. Not a single one is getting the machines, the machine parts that they need. And I think that we should make an effort to remedy that. So I have taken a look around the map. And let's see, if I select a city that demands machines, and I sort them, we have one in Duckenfield, we have one in Ossett, we have one in Norton, Twickenham, and Skelton. So we've got a bunch of machine tools to think about. However, we have two different kinds. So we have the expanded version, the modded version, if you will, which takes silver bars and steel to produce machines. And then we have the standard version, the unmodded version, which takes wooden planks and steel to produce machines. Not sure why machines have wood in them, but I am all about it. Because we are going to be using one of the standard versions, and we are going to be using this one here in Ossett. So the big problem that I found looking around the map, let's take this one for instance, Skelton rather. Machines requires steel and silver bars. So silver bars we are already making. We're taking silver ore down through the Skelton interchange and over to Carshalton, where they are then produced. They are milled into silver bars. That is not particularly convenient to Skelton. And then the other thing is the steel. So where's the steel going to come from? We have various steel mills dotted around the map. So we could figure something out. However, I think that this Ossett one kind of gives us the best opportunity to do something a little bit interesting and transport stuff from quite far away. We are going to follow the rail line down here through Ossett to Ferry Hill. And then if we follow this rail line running down to Yateley, we actually see that we have steel being produced in close proximity to the rail. We also have a lumber mill, a sawmill, not too far from the Yateley cargo terminal. And then a forest nearby to provide that. And then we have the coal and the iron nearby to fuel this. So I think that that provides us a good opportunity to do something a little interesting and kind of make this work. And then ship it down this rail line and on to Ossett. Okay, so to get this done, we're going to do something that's probably going to seem pretty bizarre. We are not going to rail the iron down to the steel mill, which seems really odd because it is literally adjacent. It could not be closer unless this road wasn't here. It could not be closer to the rail, but we're going to truck it anyway. And I don't really know why we're going to do that, but it just seems like what we're going to do. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to run a road down here. I'm just trying to straighten out this road just a little bit. I just want to smooth it out without completely destroying the decorating that we did on the rail line. So now let's get rid of this road. So let's back that out. And I think we can totally keep this steel mill supplied by road. I think that that is completely feasible at this stage. We're starting to get good trucks, which actually reminds me that we actually got some new trucks that we need to check out. So once I put this road in, we will do just that. And again, we're going to go fairly direct, but I do want to respect our existing terrain as much as I can in doing so. So we're going to connect that in, and then I will make this connection again, but now we are prioritizing the iron movement. Now, we still need this movement for the coal, but this is so close that I'd rather prioritize the iron. So let's come through here now. I'm just going to do just a little bit of smoothing out along this road, just to make it look not quite so jagged. There we go. And that is looking good. Okay, so let's get a depot in here. So this is going to need 3 platforms. 3 platforms. And I kind of want to line it up with this facility. And I'm actually going to back that off a little bit because I want to provide adequate queuing distance. So let's come in here now. And maybe make it that large. I'll add on a building just for fun. And then let's go ahead and add in the street entrances. Come back in here. Connect that road up, and then let's get some one-ways in here. I'm going to do them backwards at first, just to get them to line up correctly. And we'll come back through and flip those around. Okay, so that is going to be one for our iron drop-off, which we need to set up. So let's get a building in here. This is just going to have 1 platform. Add on a couple of those. That looks good. So let's get our iron set up. New line. Get that going into there. Like that. And I'm probably going to move this to platform 2, I think. Or platform 3. I guess it doesn't really matter. And I would like for them to wait for a full load of iron before they come down here. So this is going to be our Yateley iron truck route. Okay. Now let's get our next line on there. And I can't do that yet because I don't have the truck stop in here. I think we're going to put this one right in the front of this facility. So let's kind of line it up right about there. Add on a couple platforms, an entrance, and an exit. And then we will connect these up to the road. Alright, so now if we add a station, we're going to come from here down here, and we are going to go into platform 2 to do the coal drop-off. So this will be Yateley coal. Okay, so those will provide the iron and the coal. Obviously, probably going to need at least twice as many trucks on the iron as opposed to the coal. And then we're actually going to take these in and drop them at this cargo station here. I believe that is what we are going to do. And currently, this cargo station is not serving anything, primarily because this cargo platform already catches almost all of the brick, the brick demand. So we're going to use this to drop off. So let us get a road in here. And I think we're going to sever this connection here. This road is already pretty good. I'm just going to redo this connection. Like that, just to kind of smooth it out a little bit more. And then we're actually going to cut this behind. Branch that in there. And then we're going to redo this connection. I'm actually going to back all of that out because it's kind of a mess. And let's see, let's try and square this off a little bit for them. And now if I go back to my country road, we can make a nice connection there. Okay, so now we come in here with our third line, which is going to go right into this truck stop. And it's going to pick up on platform 1. And it's going to come all the way into here. I think we'll make that a nice steel blue color. And I want them to make sure that they wait for full loads of steel before they come down here. So let's make this Yateley steel. Perfect. And they're just going to drop off right there. And that'll be perfect. Okay, so let's get some trucks onto here. So we have a road depot right here. I'm going to send all the trucks out from here. So let's go ahead and get... Oh, and we actually... I thought we had unlocked the new trucks. I'm just going to make sure time is running. We haven't yet. Okay, so iron and coal can all be moved with these. So let's get maybe 16 for the iron line. And maybe 8 for the coal line. There we go. And now we have iron and coal populating on both of those. Excellent. Okay, so next, let's get the lumber production set up. So I'm going to redo this road because it is kind of wiggling all around. So let's come down here. I am going to bend this around here. And then pull that in. And then while we're at it, let's take a look at this road and see what we want it to do. So what is a good through road? I like this road here. I was confused as to what all these trucks are, but then I remembered that I did a lot of upgrading. So let's go through here. I'm going to upgrade this road to be our new through road. I'm going to put bus lanes on it. Like that. And then if we come through here, I am going to pull this straight out. See what the terrain looks like. It looks pretty good. Like that. And then we're going to switch over to our country road. We're going to redo this connection to make it a little bit smoother. And we will back that all the way out. I am going to do a little bit of building for them to try and square them back up. Like that. But now we should be able to make this connection. And now if we check our lines, they should be functioning just fine, and they're using the bus routes, which is, or the bus roads, which is exactly what I want. Okay, so now this area is a little constrained by the terrain. If we come in here, it's kind of a rough area to work with. So I think we'll kind of leave that little bend in there. And then I think we will start to redo it here. Once again. So we can back that out. And now we will just reconstruct this road. Making it a little bit more straight. Reconnect that. And now I think that that is good. At least as far as this connection is concerned. So now this is a connection that I would like to make. To give them a little bit more of a direct route into the lumber mill from the forest. So let's smooth this all out. Like so. And now let's come into here and get our truck stops. So this is just going to be a single platform truck stop. Go ahead and put that in right there. Give them an entrance and an exit. We will connect those up. And then we will just kind of smooth out this area. Perfect. Okay, so those trucks are going to come all the way up here. And now here, we actually need 2 stops. One for the drop-off. And then one for the pickup. So we will do something like this. And let's actually back that off a little bit just to give them a little bit more queuing distance. So if we give them an entrance there, and then we make that a little bit bigger. And now I will connect this up. I will connect this up, and then let's put a waypoint right there. Okay, so let's set up our next line. So this is going to come all the way up here. And let's have them go to platform 2. And I'd like them to hit that. Let's make it a dark green color. And I want to make sure that they wait for all the logs. And this will be Yateley. Oh, actually, this is Norton. So this will be Norton logs. We can go ahead and get some trucks on there. So let's come up to this depot. And we have to use the tarpaulins. So let's get maybe 25 tarpaulin trucks on there. Let me just see here. Yeah, so that is 25. Yeah, there we go. Logs are starting to appear. And now we need to set up our other drop-off. So let's get a new line here. And they're going to take them down into this platform here. Platform 2. We'll make this kind of a timbery color. Kind of a yellowish color. And this is going to be the timber drop-off. So this will be Yateley. Timber. And I'm going to send the trucks from here to try and give them a head start. The log trucks. So let's get maybe, I don't know, 12. These are all going to need to be adjusted, but I think for now we'll go with 12. Okay. So these trucks look like they are just arriving. Doesn't look like we have any trucks that have reached their destination yet. The coal trucks have just arrived, so we're going to start to get stuff delivered there. However, they're not going to start producing the steel until we have a demand for said steel. So if we come down here, we're going to need to do a little editing to this rail line because I want the train from Yateley to run all the way into the Ferry Hill cargo terminal. Right? So we need to give them the opportunity to get onto this line. Not this line, because this is going to the pasture. They need to be able to get on this line. So let's pause, because we are going to be ripping out quite a bit here. Okay. So now that that is ripped out, we can go ahead and connect these up. And I'm going to grab this. And we are going to pull this virtually all the way down. And then this does not need to be electric. At least not for now. We can get rid of that. We can tie that back in. Okay. So now, why don't we come down here and add on another platform? Something like that. Let's grab our track. Pull it out there, connect that up, make sure all of our signals are still good. They are. And now we could probably go ahead and put our cross in here. Go ahead and delete that. And delete that. So this will be a one-way signal here and here. And then let's see. That should be fine. I'll deal with the rest of the signaling once we connect up the rest of the lines. Okay, so now this is going to be the outside track. So if I grab this and tie that all the way into there, we are losing a little bit of speed. So let's maintain 75 miles an hour through there. And then I'll pull that up. And now we are going to have to edit this to be able to tie in. And again, I would love to be able to maintain 75 coming out of this turn. And we'll put this in and then we'll kind of see how that's going to line up. Yep, so we can maintain 75 that whole way. Okay. And now if I grab this, I'll pull this all the way back here. Pull this down, and now we're going to have to do a little bit of editing here. And truthfully, I'm probably going to have to shift this over, get this out of this platform. So with that being the case, we'll back this off. Let's get rid of that. I'll put that right into the platform because that will be able to get over after the fact. And now if I back that out to there, connect that up. We'll make this a 40 mile an hour crossover, like that. And now I need a one-way signal there. I did have a one-way signal here so that they could enter the platform. And let me see now. So we need signals there and there. We need a non-one-way signal there to protect the road, not there. And now we need, okay, so that sent that back because I had auto signal on. So I will get rid of those because they are too close together. So auto signal off. Let's put a set there. There. Maybe there. And then one there. Although I did just realize that that is not at the right level. So let's see if I pull that out. I just need to get this to line up correctly. All right, so let's back this out again. Okay, now how does that look for height? That looks pretty good. We just need to make sure that we got 75 there. Back those out a couple more. And now we should be able to connect that up. What is that colliding with? This little piece of rail. And that is 75 all the way through. That looks good to me. Okay. So let's get our signals back in. We'll have a one-way signal there. And there. Okay, so now that can get onto that line. We will have one-way signals here and here. Signals there. Signals there. Signals there. And now let's put a 40-mile-an-hour crossover here. Let's get a one-way signal there. So I'll probably shift these. These are just passenger trains, so they are a little bit shorter. So I should be able to get away with a bit closer signals. I might move these ones down just a little bit. Okay. So now everything should be working. We just did a huge rail overhaul. Let's check our lines. They are all working, which is exactly what we want to see. And now both of these platforms are hooked up. So now we can get our new train coming into... Let's see, we are going to need to add on another platform here. So let's go to platforms. This is going to ship out our steel and our iron. So let me back this out. We can connect that up. And then we will put a non-one-way signal here. Non-one-way signal here and here. Not there. Yeah, do I want one there? How many vehicles do I have on this? Just one. Yes, I will put a non-one-way signal there. Okay. So now we can let this run. We can set up our new line from Yateley all the way up here to Ferry Hill. And at Ferry Hill, go to platform 1. And this is going to be moving steel. So at Yateley, wait forever. And this is actually going to be moving more than steel. So this is going to Ferry Hill. And this is going to be steel and timber. It's going to move half and half. And then similarly, we're actually going to need another platform here going out. So let's get that in. Just destroying tons of buildings. This is still waiting for more fuel. Okay, so let's grab a track here. We will pull that around. And then what I think we're going to do is we are going to remove both of those so that I can merge this onto here. Get rid of that signal. Put that signal back in as a one-way. Right there. And then let's put non-one-way signals here. Here. Like that. Alright. So now we're going to go all the way up to Ossett. Okay, so at Ossett, this is going to need a bigger platform. So we'll back that out. And I'm going to reconfigure this all together. Ah, and it actually just got rid of the whole thing. Alright, so what if I put that in there? Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to delete the whole thing. And we'll come in here with a 2-platform, 240. Yeah, just like that. And we will get that in there. And quite honestly, 240, probably overkill. We probably don't need it to be that big. So let's put that there. We can bend that in. So now they have the ability to get off. So we're going to need a crossover right here. So let's get rid of that. Let's make it fit. Something like that. We will put a one-way signal there. We will put a one-way signal there. And then I am going to replace this with a one-way signal. Yeah, and that should work. So let's just confirm that does work. Okay, but now we have a 240 meter platform here. I believe this is only 160. Let me check the size here. Nope, that is 240. Okay, so 240 is our size that we're going for. However, let me see here, 240. If I spin this around, yeah, it's 240. Kind of wish it could be larger, but maybe we'll cross that bridge when we get to more powerful trains. Maybe we'll just go with 240 for now. Okay. So now we just need to complete the line that's actually going to be delivering the steel and timber up here, and that is going to be by truck. So they are going to pick up the goods here. We will have them take a side road. So we can pull this out a little bit. Connect that up there. And then we can run this up to here. It's going to run up and over this little hill here. See how steep that gets? Yeah, that gets pretty steep. So let's back that out a little bit. And that wants to bridge. I'm actually okay with that. Might make it a stone bridge. That kind of looks interesting. I don't know if it looks good, but it looks interesting. Or does it look ridiculous? No, I kind of like it. And then we're going to come back down this side. This side is much less steep, although it is very windy. So we will work on that. We can let this run now. Connect that up. We're going to come down to this intersection. Turn in here. And then I'm just going to reconnect this road here so that I can put the platform right there. So let's come in here. Let's get a platform. This is just going to be one singular platform to drop off. And let's come in here and get some cargo. Okay, hang on 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. So, as I was saying, they are going to take this little side road, which I just kind of realized this could totally be buildable. Ossett can build on that if they want. And they're going to run down here, down this side road, up and over our little stone bridge, which I'm still not sure if I like, and right into there. So let's get a new line. Lower Ossett, coming right up here. And we'll continue on with that nice blue color. I will have them wait for full load forever. And this is going to be Ossett, steel, and timber. Like that. Okay, and I think I still need to set up this line. So let's get that line in there. New line from Ferry Hill down here. So that's using the correct platform there and here. So let's have it be kind of that color. And let's go with a full load forever, waiting for the... So this will be Ossett, steel, and timber, but this is the rail variation, not the truck variation. And now we need to get some vehicles on here. So let's kind of work back to front. So let's go into this truck depot here. And let's get the all cargo tarpaulins, and let's get maybe 10, maybe 8. And let's get them on this truck route. And I'm actually going to reconfigure this to make it just a little bit larger. Something like that. Just a little bit larger. Alright, so we're going to get trucks on there. And they are going to wait. And now we need to get a train onto here. So, what rail depot are we using for this? There's not one around here. That one's facing the wrong way. I guess I could use this one. Right? Could I? Could come all the way down here. No, that wouldn't be able to get in there. How did I get these trains on here? I have no idea. That is very interesting. Okay, no matter. We can add on. We can add on a rail depot. So let's back that off. Let's get a new one-way signal in there. Curve that around. Alright, so now we need to back that off just a little bit more. Let's keep that nice and flat. And then let's hook that up there. And then we can actually smooth that out. Alright, so let's get our train onto here. So this is going to be a steam train. We'll probably use an A35. It's just such a workhorse. And then this is going to be moving steel and timber. So let's max out the length on this up to 240. So that's 19 cars. Okay, and before I do this, on this line, you are loading, because we got to do this half and half. 50%, 50%. Steel and timber. Unable to find path. That is correct. Because I did not build it correctly. So we'll get that on there. So now I should be able to get that on that line. There we go. Okay, so that is coming on the line. And now we need to similarly get a train on here. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to max out the length. Paint it that blue color. Get it on that line. I think it's a little bit darker. I think that's the one that we want. And now we need to work on this. And this should start producing steel, I want to say. But now if we come onto here, once again, only load these two items and only load 50% of both. Okay, and now they should do the changeover. If we just kind of speed this up, will this start to recognize? Okay, so it hasn't started yet. So what did we do wrong? There are no vehicles on this line. So let's get maybe 12 and throw them on Yateley Steel. Okay, is this now recognizing? Yes, it is. Ossett machines. Perfect. What about this now? Yes, this is also recognizing Ossett machines. Perfect. Okay, and I wish I could have seen those spread out so that I could see how many we actually need. Oh, we got a brand new plane, the Douglas C-49 Skytrain. That is very exciting. And we got the Sour trucks. These are the trucks that I thought we already had. But just for your reference, they go the same speed. They carry slightly less. But their load speed is much faster. 5 compared to 3. So, they are interesting trucks. Why don't we use them on this line? Might as well. And we could actually use these flatbeds to move the steel. These are just good looking trucks, quite honestly. But anyway, let's kind of see how we're doing here. So we're getting more iron than coal. We speed this up. It looks like we could get more vehicles on both of these. So let's get maybe 4 more on the coal line. And then maybe 6 more on the iron line. That would probably work. And let's see if our train made its way down here yet. It has not. Not sure where it is. And it's because I did not tell it to wait for a full load. Alright, so there we go. Now it's going to wait. And this train is waiting here to pick up. So this is good. This is good. This is going to get machines at least the goods that they need to be produced. And we're starting to stock up on these resources. Let's see how we're doing for trucks dropping off the logs. We seem to be doing pretty good, although I am going to swap these out with the sours because of the loading speed. And then I'm going to get 5 more on to accommodate for the capacity change. And then similarly, these guys move timber, so let's replace these. Let's get another vehicle on there. So now we have 12. And because of all this freight cargo running along this road, I think that this is a prime candidate for a new highway. Let's also come in here. Let's take a look at these new planes that we just got. So if we go to passenger, yeah, they are cargo planes. I mean, they can move passengers, but they are designed as cargo. So for now, the Douglas DC-3s will live on, which is great because I love those planes. I think they're really good looking planes. Okay, so we are getting resources dropped off here. We're not quite getting enough steel. Looks like we're still not getting enough coal. So let's get maybe 4 more onto there. Now let's see, is this our train coming back? It is. So it has 152 capacity, so it can hold roughly 76 of each, which we have on this platform, which is really good. And we're starting to get this stuff produced, so let's kind of think about how we are going to move these goods. And then over here, what are we moving? Steel and timber. Ooh, and I actually just thought about something. I feel like one of these should move steel, and then we should have another line that moves the timber. Yeah, so let's do that. So this truck line, only loads steel. Like that. Then I want to make sure that this line is set up correctly as well. So this is rail, Ossett. Yeah. So I didn't set that up correctly. Load and load 50% of both. Okay. Anyway, let's get another line in here. Mirroring the other line. So at Ossett West, go to platform 1. Let's make you like a dark yellow. Wait for a full load. And this will be Ossett timber. And here I only want you to load timber. Okay, so now let's take a look at this line here. So Ossett steel, you have 8 vehicles on there. I'm going to paint you guys yellow. I'm going to put you on that line. And I'm going to send these vehicles all on their way. Just so that they all kind of cycle through and get to where they're going. Do I want 2 more on there? No, probably not. I think 4 will be okay for now. But anyway, what do we got coming in here? This is our high-speed passenger rail. Alright, so this is coming up here now. And it did what I was worried about. It did not do 50-50 because it cannot mix the same car. So it did this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off a car. So now it's 72-72. And I'm going to do the same thing here, just because I want that to be nice and balanced. So we'll take off a car. 18 cars. Okay, so now, that's going to get delivered into here. How are we going to move it, is the question. So, where demands machines? Hodsden. I think that's the first place that we're going to deliver them. And we're going to do it probably by truck. We're probably going to take them right from here, across the river, and just drive them on up this hill, all the way up to Hodsden. I think that that'll work really nice. Where else demands machines? Midhurst. That's a pretty good candidate. Oaken Gates, also good. Twickenham. Now, one thing that I've been thinking, I typically only like to move passengers by air. However, the goods that I will move by air, there are really only like 3. I'll move tools, I will move finished goods, and I will move machine parts, because I view them as like specialized goods that you would ship in smaller quantities by air. I'm not going to move crude oil by air because it's just not realistic. At least in my mind. Like, when would you ever ship raw crude oil by air? It's just not financially viable, if that makes sense. Now, one thing that I do want to do, I want these guys going out of town. So after Lower Ossett, come here, and then come here, and then similarly come like that. Just so that they're staying out of town. But anyway, yeah, so here they come, 72 and 72. That is great. Let's do a final check just to make sure that this is working. It is. We are getting overloaded here, and that is okay. It is what it is. We will get more trains on here. We will get bigger trains on here as time progresses and as we get better stuff. But anyway, guys, I think this is going to bring us to the end of this episode. I'm really excited for how this series is going. I'm having a ton of fun making it. If you guys made it this far and you enjoyed, definitely consider subscribing to the channel to stay up to date on all future videos. And leave a like and a comment. It's really motivating to see, and I love hearing from you guys. Let me know how you're doing. Even if you got nothing to say, just drop an emoji, something. Let me know how your day's going. And I will see you in the next episode, so have a great day. Thanks. Bye.